Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. My name is Naveen, and today I'll be taking you through the most important questions from previous years in DI for XAT 2023. Yeah, good afternoon. Walaikum assalam. Mande. Okay, so what kind of DIs do we get in XAT? So the DIs, they look very scary in XAT. Okay, the information given is so cluttered, and there are a lot of things to take care of. Sometimes the exact values will not be known, but that's okay because you will be able to still answer the questions. So even if you are given a bar graph where the bar stops, where the histograph stops, you have no idea about, still you will be able to figure out as to where it stops. Okay, what would be the value, the comparison can be done, the percentage calculation, all of those can be figured out. Generally in XAT-DI, you do not get questions which require the calculation percentage or the difference, as in most of the questions are related to the comparison. Instead of graph, if they give you a table, then they may ask you questions related to percentage ratio, averages and all that. But if it's not a table, generally it's a comparison that they are going to ask. So let's start with the first set. So the graphs below represent the performance of 4 professors across years, measured on 4 variables: percentage of time spent on teaching, percentage of time spent on research, feedback on a scale of 10, the right hand side, okay, and number of publications is given on the I think it should be the left hand side. Okay, so feedback is going to be right hand side and number of publications is the left hand side. नहीं, वो भी right hand side से ही है, दोनों ही right hand side है. So if you look at the right hand side axis, it's from 0 to 10. So these all are measured on a scale of 1 to 10 for feedback, and number of publications is also up to a max of 10. Assume that the cumulative time spent per year on research and teaching activities are same for all professors. So cumulative time spent means total time, right? And each of them taught only one course of 90 classroom hours. So that is given as 90 classroom hours, and each professor taught only one particular subject. So since these 4 graphs, they are not clear, so for that I have taken up one of those. So this is an algebra professor. So in the year 2010, okay, so if you look at per year, okay, so in the year 2010, out of 90 hours of teaching, 90 hours that the professor has spent on teaching algebra, he has spent 50% on teaching, he has spent 50% on research, and he has got a feedback score of 3, and he has published number of publications is this one, right? And this person has published, okay, both of them said right hand side. Number of publication is also related to right hand side. So he has published, well, it can't be 9.5 publications, right? So it shouldn't be right hand side, it should be left hand side. So this is going to be 90, so he must have published 95 papers. Okay, we will see if the comparison or the addition has to be done, whether this can't be 9.5, right? Because this is where it stops. So it's going to be 95 publications. That thing makes sense. So this is true for one of the professors who is an algebra professor. This is same going to be true for arithmetic, I see, calculus and geometry. So these are the 4 professors, right? Okay. So the first is, which of the following shows the maximum year-to-year percentage growth in feedback? Okay. So instead of checking for each of the 4 professors across these 8 years, right? 8 years are given. So we will not be doing these 7 into 4, 28 calculations. We will just look at the options and see which one is the maximum. Okay, the first one talks about Professor Arithmetic during 2013 to 2014. So, Professor Arithmetic. So, this is the guy, 2013 to 2014. So, his feedback was 2 here and his feedback changed to 5. So, this is a, this is a 150% increase in the feedback score, right? Or is it they both show the same symbol? Which one is the feedback? Okay, let's say since both of those denote the same symbol, the same legend is used. So let's not worry about it. So whether it is 2 to 5 or whether this is from this is 4, right? 4 say 6.5 हो गया. Okay, if we use a bit of common sense, then feedback score can be in point, right? But number of publications cannot be in point. That tells us, see, common sense, right? Zaruri hai. That tells us that this line, they denote number of publications, and the feedback is denoted by these, because feedback can be 9.5, feedback can be 6.5, right? तो ये जो रेड वाला है ये फीडबैक हो गया, एंड ये जो ब्लू वाला है ना, दिस इज नंबर ऑफ पब्लिकेशंस, राइट? So that number of publications is not in decimal value, not possible. So let's verify once. If the lower line, it's never in point. Yeah, it's never in point in any of the 4 line graph, mixed graphs, right? Okay. So it says arithmetic professor during 2013 to 2014. So since one of the options say none of the above, it means we actually will have to go through each and every case, right? So सबसे ज़्यादा ऊपर वाला line, सबसे ज़्यादा change कहाँ दिख रहा है? So one change we see is over here. This is quite, right? And there is no other within Professor Algebra that we see. The next change that we see is from here to here, which could be the highest, or maybe from here to here, this could be the highest. In calculus professor, this could be the highest, or maybe this could be the highest. और प्रोफेसर ज्योमेट्री में तो नहीं उतना स्टीपनेस कहीं भी, राइट? वी नीड मोर स्टीप स्लोप्स. ओके, सो प्रोफेसर अरिथमेटिक ड्यूरिंग 2013 to 2014. So this was actually a 4 and it changed to a 6.5. So there is a 2.5 ka increase over 4, right? Which is nothing but 5 upon 8. Which is nothing but 62.5% ka increase in feedback. Okay, let's look at the next option, Professor Algebra during 2015-2016. So Professor Algebra during 2015-2016, right? So this was a 5 and it moved to 10. So there is an increase of 3 over 5, which is 60%. Okay, so B can't be our answer. Professor Calculus during 2012 to 2013. So Professor Calculus during 2012 to 2013. So this was a 4, it moved to a 7. There is an increase of 3 over 4, which is 75% increase. That tells us now A can't be our answer. Professor Calculus during 2014-15. So Professor Calculus during 2014-15, right? So this was a 6, it has become a 9, 6 to 9, this is a 50% increase. Of course, this isn't the highest. So all these slopes that we have seen The steepest one turns out to be Professor Calculus from 2012 to 2013, right? So C becomes our answer, right? Okay, Mandeep, I couldn't see that. It's not possible for me to see. Is it circular? Is it spherical? Is it circular? Is it hexagonal? वो दिख नहीं रहा है. पर common sense लगा लिया तो पता चल गया ना. Because see, you are seeing this online on a screen. If such a set is going to be there, it's going to be on the screen, right? So it has to be very, very clear. So it both shouldn't look like a spherical, it should look like a triangle. One of them as a triangle, another as a dot. Then it would have been very easy to follow. Okay, next one. Check the number of instances in which annual decreasing efforts in research is accompanied with annual increase in feedback. Annual decreasing efforts in research. What is annual decreasing efforts in research? अगर अपन research की बात करें, these shaded ones, right? This part. So the time spent on doing research, it is decreasing, but the feedback is increasing. As in, the length of the bar of the shaded for 2 consecutive years, it should decrease. छोटा हो जाना चाहिए, पर feedback increase होना चाहिए, ऊपर हो जाना चाहिए. In this case, the feedback is same, so we can't include this, right? So that's what this would mean. Or because efforts over here would mean how much time is being spent. It has got nothing to do with how much of publication is being made, right? Okay. So let's calculate. Here it is a decrease, but the feedback is constant for Professor Algebra, so we can't take this. Here the effort has decreased and feedback has also decreased. We can't take this. Here effort has increased, तो ये नहीं ले सकते. Here effort has decreased and the feedback has increased, so we can take this particular year, 2013 to 2014. 2014 to 2015, again the effort has decreased, feedback has remained constant, we can't take this. Effort has decreased, feedback has again decreased, can't take this. And here effort has increased, can't take this. So algebra professor में केवल एक ही दिख रहा है. Okay, professor arithmetic. Effort has increased, can't take this. Increased effort, decreased effort, but feedback has decreased. Decreased effort, but feedback has increased. Increased effort, decreased effort, feedback भी increase हो गया. यहाँ effort increase हो गया. So for professor arithmetic, we have 2 such instances. For professor calculus, effort decrease हुआ है और feedback increase हुआ है. So we can take this. Effort decreased, feedback decreased, can't take this. Effort increased, can't take this. Effort remained same, can't take this. Effort decreased, feedback increased, can't take this. यहाँ पर same रह गया, यहाँ पर नहीं ले सकते. So we have another 2 over here, right? Let's look at geometry professor. Effort decreased, feedback remained constant, can't take this. Effort increased, can't take this. Effort increased, can't take this. Effort decreased, feedback decreased, can't take this. Effort increased, can't take this. Effort decrease हुआ है पर feedback भी decrease हो गया. Here effort has decreased and feedback has increased, so we can take this. So we have a total of 6. Right? Effort on research है ना? Effort on research. Since it's none of the above, none of the options match, so we'll have to be, let's verify once again. With annual increase in feedback. Professor Algebra, decrease, but feedback has remained same. नेक्स्ट में फीडबैक डिक्रीज हो गया है, नेक्स्ट में फीडबैक सेम है, फीडबैक इंक्रीज हुआ है, एफर्ट डिक्रीज हो गया, feedback same, feedback decreased, feedback increased, effort increased. So only one. For arithmetic, increase, decrease, feedback will decrease. Effort decreased, feedback increased. We can take this. Effort increased, can't take this. Effort decreased, feedback increased. We will take this. Here, effort has increased, can't take this. Okay, calculus decrease, increase, यहाँ पे decrease, यहाँ increase और फिर नहीं है, यहाँ पे increase हुआ, ये decrease है, ये increase हो गया, ये भी increase है, ये decrease हो गया, can't take this, यहाँ decrease हुआ, so we have only one. So none of the above, we will have 6, right? QA clear? No, आयुष, केवल DI से तो चांस कम है. Okay, next one. Research efficiency is the ratio of cumulative number of publication for a period of 3 years to the cumulative number of hours spent on research activity in those 3 years. Excuse me. So cumulative here would mean sum. Sum of publication for a period of 3 years to the sum of number of hours spent on research activity in those 3 years. Which of the following professors is the least efficient researcher for the period 2015 to 2017? So we will have to solve this, right? So if we look at Professor Algebra, 2015 to 2017 चाहिए हमें. So 2015 to 2017. So how many publications did he make? Did he publish? So one is 5, and then we have इसको right side नहीं लेना चाहिए ना. Well, it doesn't matter because the segregation of the major axis is same. So whether we take 1 unit or whether we take 10 units, as in if I take this point as 7.5 or 75, either say the ratio is not going to change, right? So it doesn't really matter. So it's going to be 2015 to 2017. We have a 5, and then we have an 8, and then we have a 7.5. Now divided by the number of hours spent. In 2015, this guy spent 65% of 90. तो केवल 65 लिख लेते. In next year, he spent 75 of 90. तो 75 लिख लेते. And then he spent 75 नहीं, उल्टा हो जाएगा ना, because we are calculating from the top. So this is going to be 35, then 25, and then 40. I'm not going to write, percentage of 90 because during comparison, every denominator will have percentage of 90, right? Now, instead of this, what I can also do is, instead of calculating the percentage to make the calculation easier, I can calculate what is the length of, as in how many bars are being used. So can I say 3.5 bar, 2.5 bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 bars. तो अगर bars use कर लेंगे ना तो जल्दी calculate हो जाएगा. So we will have 3.5, 2.5 and 4. So this is going to give us 20.5 divided by 10. So this is 2.05. If we look at arithmetic guy from 2015, 16, 17, this is a 5, and then it is an 8, and then it is a 9. And if we look at the calculation, नीचे से 3 कम है तो ऊपर 7 होगा. It's exactly 5 for the year 2016, and for 2017 we have a 4 here, so remaining 6. Okay, looks like the numerator did not increase by much, but denominator increased by a lot. So this is going to give us 22 divided by 18, which is 1 point something. We need the highest. नहीं, least efficient research for the period. (22 by 18) 1 point something. I hope. अरे यार, फिर उल्टा क्यों कर रहा हूँ? The top ones were the feedback ना. Okay, I made a mistake in the last question as well. Silly mistake. Should have thought about it. Okay. The top one is the feedback and the bottom one is number of publications. So algebra mein this is 3, 2 and 3. 8 upon 10, which is 0.8. Arithmetic mein this is 2, 3, 3. Which is 8 upon 18, which is 0.4 bar. Two, three, three. Number of publications. Okay, for calculus guy, it's going to be 3, 3 and 2. So it looks like the numerators are same. It's only the denominators comparison we need to do. So we have a 5.5 and a 5.5. And then we have a 4. So this is again 8 upon 15. Sara numerator same hai. And if you look at, sorry, you guys won't be able to see this part, right? ये मेरे पीछे hide हो रहा होगा. So if you look at calculus guy, this is going to be 3, 3 and 2, and then we have 5.5 and a 5.5 and then a 4. So this is 8 upon 15. And if you look at geometry, the geometry one is 3, 1 and 4. Oh, it's still 8. And then we need to divide it by 7.5. And then we have 2.5. And then we have a 2, which is 8 upon 12. Since we need the least efficient researcher, so the one that has got the lowest denominator, right? So the lowest denominator is for the guy arithmetic professor. So professor arithmetic. Okay, let me just verify quickly if I did a mistake in the second question. Count the number of instances when annual decreasing efforts in research is accompanied with annual increase in feedback. Okay, I made a mistake here because the feedback one was the upper one, right? So इधर गलती हो गया. All thanks to not the proper visibility, right? तो मेरे को क्या चाहिए? Annual decreasing efforts in research, annual increase in feedback. ठीक है. So this is a decrease in effort, but feedback is also decreasing, so can't take this. Here effort is decreasing and increase in feedback. Here effort has increased, here effort has decreased, but the feedback has decreased, can't take this. Here effort has decreased, feedback has increased. Here effort has decreased, feedback has increased. Here effort has increased, feedback has decreased. So we have 3 from algebra. For arithmetic, effort increase हो गया, effort increase हो गया, effort decreased, feedback decreased, effort decreased, feedback increased, effort बढ़ गया, effort कम हुआ, feedback बढ़ गया, effort बढ़ गया. Can't take this. So we have 2 from arithmetic professor. For calculus, effort decreased, feedback increased. इधर नहीं ले सकते, feedback decrease हुआ है. इधर effort increase हो गया, here effort is same. Here effort decreased, feedback increased. Effort remains same, effort decreased, feedback decreased. Can't take this, so this is 2. Okay, so this is a lot. So we have 7 so far. For geometry, we can take this. Next one, effort increase, effort increase, effort decrease, feedback increase, effort बढ़ गया, effort कम हुआ, ये कम हो गया, और इधर में effort कम हुआ, feedback कम हो गया. So we have 2 over here, right? Let's verify. Effort कम होना चाहिए, so bar length should decrease, and feedback as in the line should go upwards. So we have 1, effort increase, effort same, effort decreased, and effort okay. So this is going to be 9, right? 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. So verified, there is no mistake here. So a silly mistake made me go through these values again. So feedback or number of publications में गड़बड़ हो गया. ठीक है. Next one, another mixed graph, a pie chart and a bar graph, right? So the breakup of the students in a university by subject major is given in the polar pie chart. Okay. Okay, engineering percentage is not given and history percentage is given. Great, others bhi nahi given hai. The bar chart shows the number of students who major in physics by geographic location. Okay, so we are only dealing with physics ka. So what does this mean? Let's understand. Suppose this engineering is kitna ho sakta hai? 20%, let's say. Let's add all the percentage. Let's see if it's not exceeding 100. So we have 18 plus 12 is 30, 16 plus 14 is 30, so 60, 20 and 10 is 30, 90, so others 10%. I'm just assuming, since percentages are not given, it could be 20, it could be 22, mere ko kya pata. So right now this looks 100. So what it means is, suppose if we have a total of 100 students, so 100 students may say, there are 80 students who do physics and then they major in physics. So if there are 100x students, so that means 18x students are there who does major in physics. Now, these 18x students should also come from the same bar graph, right? So what is the sum of the students from here? So for that, 80 and 40 is 120. And then we will have 18 and 28 as 46, 46 plus 36 as 82. So this is 202, and then we have 23. So we have 225. So we can say that 18x is equal to 225, right? So if 18x is equal to 225, so we will, how many times is this? So pehle to 9 hata lete. So x is going to be 7.5 times, right? So everything will become 7.5 times. Mathematics is 16x, it is 16 into 7.5. This is 14 into 7.5, 12 into 7.5, 10 into 7.5. As in, those many students are as per from the different locations. Maybe the same locations, maybe other locations. So how many students major in chemistry? 14 into 7.5. यही मतलब हुआ, right? So how much is this going to be? So 14 को 7 into 2 लिख लो, and then we have a 7.5. So 2 into 7.5 is 15. So we have 7 into 15. How much is 7 into 15 going to be? 105. Chemistry है ना, 14x. Mistake किया क्या? 28 and 18. 28 and 18 is 46. 36, 82, 23, 105, 120, 225. And 18x is 225. मेरे को लग रहा है मैंने calculation mistake करी है. Oh, 18x is 225, so x is not 7.5, no, x is 9.5. Sorry, 12.5. See, silly mistake. X is 12.5, not 7.5. So this is 12.5. क्या हो गया है? एग्जाम वाले दिन में ऐसे मिस्टेक्स होने लगे तो वॉट लग जाएगी, राइट? सो दिस इज 7 into 25 now, right? What is 7 into 25? 175. If the proportion of physics majors who are from Delhi is same as the proportion of engineering majors who are from Delhi, how many engineering majors are from Delhi? So, if the proportion of this is from Delhi, क्या लग रहा है इंजीनियरिंग कितना होना चाहिए? बिकॉज राइट नाउ वी विल हैव टू यूज अ बिट ऑफ डिसीजन मेकिंग, राइट? सो इंजीनियरिंग, डज इट लुक लाइक सेम एज फिजिक्स? इज इट मोर देन दैट? और इन अदर वर्ड्स, अदर्स वाला जो है पाई, डज इट लुक लाइक सेम एज हिस्ट्री? डज इट लुक लाइक केमिस्ट्री? डज इट लुक लाइक इकोनॉमिक्स? कितना लग रहा है अदर्स? कैन वी से दैट अदर्स लुक्स 10%, so engineering looks 20%? The assumption that the example that we took, समझने के लिए. So ये लग रहा है, right? So if there are 18 students from Delhi for physics major के लिए, so 18% denotes 18 students from Delhi. So 20% will denote how many students from Delhi for engineering students? Of course 20. यही लगना चाहिए, right? And don't worry, this is the kind of questions that gives you where you will have to guess estimate. Guess estimate जानते होगे ना? You'll have to guess using common sense, not मन से कि सर वो 21 क्यों नहीं हो सकता? Look at the options. Look at the other percentages. They all are in the table. They all are even, right? In the table of 2. तो उस गेस, उस पैटर्न के बेसिस पे आई कांट टेक 21, आई कांट टेक 19. नेक्स्ट इज 22 होगा या 20 होगा. सो इफ यू लुक एट अदर्स का ये जो लेंथ जा रहा है, ये दिस आर्क लेंथ, इफ यू लुक एट दिस लेंथ, डू यू सी दैट इट इज इकोनॉमिक्स का इतना लेंथ है? सो इट इज नॉट 12, नो, एंड इट कांट बी 11, सो इट हैज टू बी 10, राइट? Typical XAT. Okay, next one. If 12% of all students are from Chennai, जितने students हैं उसके 12% चेन्नई से. Okay. What is the largest possible percentage of economic students that can be from Chennai, rounded off to the nearest integer? Since we want the largest possible percentage of economic students that can be from Chennai, So economic students. So what we can do is we can say कि this all of these students they are from Chennai only. सारा 100% चेन्नई से, right? And we have 40 students over here for physics. तो सारे तो नहीं जा रहे उधर, right? ठीक है. Okay, we knew that X was how much? 12.5. So how many economic students do we have? Let's find out that. Okay, so this is number of students in economics major. This is 12 into 12.5, which is 6 into 25, which is 150. So total 150 students economics major में हैं. Now, if suppose there are total students from Chennai, let's say that is X. तो नहीं, that is X नहीं ले सकते. From Chennai नहीं, total students is X. So suppose total students is X. If total students is X, so can we say 12% of X is the total students who are going to be from Chennai, right? ठीक है. Out of these total students who are from Chennai, 40 students, they are in physics. 40 students Chennai के physics में. तो if we subtract, can we say these are the students who can go to other majors? 12% of X minus 40. Say 12% of X is total number of students from Chennai. ये Chennai students हैं total. उसमें से 40 if I remove who are part of physics major. So can we say the remaining students can go to economics, right? ठीक है. Now, having said that, we also know that from every other, not this others, ये वाला others नहीं, from every other city, there are going to be 88% of X students, है ना? 88% of X, क्योंकि 12% of X is from Chennai, तो non Chennai वाले 88% of X है. Now understand, so there are two parts to this. The remaining students who are not, I mean the students who are not from Chennai, if they take up all the other majors, then we will be able to allocate all the Chennai students to economics और उसको 100 कर सकेंगे. If you look at the options, it's not 100 for sure, which means some students who are not from Chennai, they have to be adjusted in the economics department, right? How many students do we need to adjust in economics department who are not from Chennai? उसको कम से कम रखना है. So if I talk about economics department as this much, so I'm saying if I keep the students who are not from Chennai as the minimum, then the students from Chennai will be the largest. Now, for the students who are not from Chennai in the economics department to be smallest, I have to make sure that all the remaining students, that 88% of X who are not from Chennai, they should go in the other majors. दूसरे majors में fill कर देंगे जितना हो सकता है, and once that has been filled out, whatever is left, I'll put it in economics. Once I figure out how many non-Chennai students will go in economics, the leftover are going to be economic students, Chennai students in economics, right? So अभी मैं बोल रहा हूं कि if I say that these are the total students who are going to be from who are from Chennai, and if I need to maximize this is only going to happen if I somehow fill ये जो बाकी portion है with non-Chennai students, right? तो ये करते हैं. So what is the total base, as in how many people are there? So this is 100%, 100x था ना, so 100x यानी कि कितना हो जाएगा? 100x is going to be 100 into 12.5, which is a total of 1250 students in total. Out of those 1250 students, how many students are there from Chennai? So we will say 12% of x. And how many students are there from not Chennai? So can we say 88% of x? These 88% of x students, they should go at these places. और याद रखना ये जो फिजिक्स वाले डिपार्टमेंट में 40 हैं वो ऑलरेडी प्लेस्ड है, राइट? सो how many students do we need in Chennai? चेन्नई में हमारे पास होगा 150 students, right? So 150. वैसे भी मिनिमम लाइक उसमें हिट एंड ट्रायल करना पड़ेगा, तो इसको उल्टा सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. So total non-Chennai students, how many are we going to have? Can we say 88% of x? Sorry, 88% of 1, 2, इसमें से हटा देते हैं. Total students are going to be 1250 minus 150. How much is that? 1100. Can we say ये total 1100 students है हमारे पास इधर इस region में? Out of these 1100 students, 40 students are from Chennai, so let's get rid of them as well. So this is going to be 1060 students. So 1060 students हम लोग ने इधर प्लेस कर दिया. 40 students हमारे पास ये नॉन चेन्नई है. 40 students हमारे पास चेन्नई के हैं. So out of 150 students, can we say those 140 students who are from Chennai, they are going to be non-Chennai students? देखो पूरा 150 चेन्नई हो सकता था. That would have been the entire x that we started here. This x. This could have been the total, right? So if this could have been total, so I would have said that x is 150, as in total 150 students are in Chennai. But 40 students in this physics major, they are from Chennai. So ये 40 किधर से आए होंगे? So can I say इस 150 में से ही आए होंगे? That portion who were supposed to be entirely Chennai students, that portion has been cut out and put in physics major. Why not other places? Because we are trying to maximize the number of students who are from Chennai in economics. तो बच कितना गया? 110 students. Now 110 students are going to be there from Chennai out of a total of 150. What is 11 by 15? 11 by 15 is going to be 70. 3.33? Hmm, 73.33 होता है. So 73.33% is the maximum number of students who can be from Chennai, right? So we get A as the answer. तो इसको if you start from the beginning, एक बार फिर से कर लेते हैं. We are saying there are total students we have is 1250, out of which physics department may we have a total of economics department mein we are going to have a total of 150 kids. So the total kids in the remaining all the departments is going to be 1100. Out of these 1100 kids, we know that 40 kids are from Chennai in physics major. These 40 may nahi. We are assuming that this is the 40 students who are from Chennai, where it could be the entire 150. They have come from here. So maximum number of students who are from Chennai in economics major, बाकी बच जाएंगे, which is going to be 110. So 110 is the maximum number of students who are from Chennai in economics major out of a total of 150. So this is going to give us 73.33%. So this gives us A as the answer. ठीक है? Okay. Next one. During 2015 to 2019, the revenues of 4 companies P to S are as follows. So PQRS 150, 175, 200, 250, 250 वगैरह वगैरह करके. So did you check the slot 3D about female deaths? हाँ Niket, I checked. So actually there is a problem in the language. If you look at that last question where we have a confusion, and the question before that, there is a difference in the language. One has said that how many people died during that period. मेल वाला जो क्वेश्चन था, सो पीरियड में कोई मरा है वो पता चल जाएगा, बट somebody who is aged at a particular at a particular age range, that cannot be figured out. So actually the question it makes both the sense, but if you go literal, it makes the sense that female deaths at the age of 50 and 60. So they should have actually given us कि उनका एज रेंज की जगह पे ना वो इस ईयर में इस रेंज में होने चाहिए. तो अगर आप वर्ड बाय वर्ड कंपेयर करोगे ना, दैट क्वेश्चन एंड द पेनल्टीमेट वन, यू विल फाइंड द डिफरेंस बिटवीन मेल एंड फीमेल. एवरीथिंग एल्स इज गोइंग सेम. ओके, लास्ट वाला फ्रेज चेंज हो गया. So whatever Saral sir has said and other students have the issue, yes, there is an issue with that question language. ठीक है, तो आप उसको प्लीज वो मार्क, आई होप यू हैव मार्क्ड इट फॉर रिव्यू, राइट, बिकॉज उसका आंसर सीबीडी ही होना चाहिए. बट सिंस इट वाज टीटा क्वेश्चन ना, तो उसका एक दूसरा अप्रोच लगा के, सी इफ यू आर गोइंग टू लीव इट, हाउ विल कैट पीपल वुड नो दैट इफ यू स्पेंड सम टाइम ऑन अटेम्प्टिंग इट. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि जिसने नहीं भी करा उसको भी 3 नंबर दे दो, तब तो वो फायदे में हो जाएगा ना. जिसने वो सेट ही अटेम्प्ट नहीं करा होगा उसको मिल जाएंगे फ्री के 3 नंबर, उसने देखा भी नहीं, टाइम भी स्पेंड नहीं करा. सो इफ दे आर गोइंग टू रिमूव द मार्क्स फॉर दैट और गिव द मार्क्स फॉर, गिव तो नहीं करेंगे मोस्ट प्रोबेबली. सी किसी ने मतलब प्रॉपर्ली सॉल्व करके भी गलत आंसर कर दिया अगर, है ना, तो उनको कैसे पता चलेगा कि इसने गलत आंसर क्यों करा, बिकॉज ऑफ द लैंग्वेज और एक्चुअली ही और शी मेड अ कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक. सो व्हाट दे आर गोइंग टू डू इज दे आर गोइंग टू रिमूव दैट क्वेश्चन कंप्लीटली. ओके, जिन्होंने भी वो आंसर करा है उसमें सही गलत तो है नहीं, ठीक है, तो पूरा ही हटाने वाले हैं जिन लोगों ने अटेम्प्ट किया. मे बी वो नंबर कहीं पर एडजस्ट करेंगे, दे विल स्केल इट समहाउ, बट देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम इन दैट लैंग्वेज, क्वेश्चन लैंग्वेज. तो काफी डिफिकल्ट है कि बच्चों को मार्क्स दे नहीं देंगे तो उनका टाइम वेस्ट हुआ, उसका क्या करें. और अगर दे दे तो जिसने जानबूझकर गलत किया होगा, जानबूझकर एज इन डिड नॉट इवन नो दैट दिस स्टूडेंट इज मेकिंग अ मिस्टेक, स्टिल डिड सम कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक और कॉन्सेप्चुअल एंड अराइव्ड एट अ रॉन्ग आंसर, क्योंकि इसमें एक्चुअली सारा आंसर तो रॉन्ग ही है. तो वो किस कारण से स्टूडेंट को किया उसको मिल जाएगा. किसी ने तुक्का मार दिया, सपोज 10 लिख के आ गया था, टाइम लास्ट क्वेश्चन था, उसने हड़बड़ी में 10 लिख दिया, उसने 2 सेकंड भी नहीं लगाया, उधर पढ़ा भी नहीं क्वेश्चन, उसको भी नंबर मिल जाएगा. बिकॉज एलआरडीआई में सबका मेकअप ब्रेक है, 3 नंबर इधर उधर, एंड somebody will be able to get a call from IIMs or will not get a call from IIMs. It's that difficult, right? देखो क्या करते हैं. Okay, so this set revenue of 4 companies P2S 2015 to 2019. So which of the given companies has the highest year-on-year growth in percentage in any single year during this 5-year period? Any single year. ठीक है, ईयर ऑन ईयर इज नॉट ईयर ऑन ईयर ऑन ईयर ऑन, लगातार चलना नहीं है. ईयर ऑन ईयर बोला है तो मतलब कि 2 ही साल का देखना है. Okay, so it means we'll have to do all the comparisons. A total of 16 comparisons need to be done. For that, what we can do is we can simplify, as in 15, 150, 175, 200, 250, 250, ये सारे 25 के टेबल में है. तो इसको थोड़ा सिंप्लीफाई कर देते हैं. इसको 6 लिख देते हैं, 7 लिख देते हैं, 8 है, this is 10 and this is 10. So 6 to 7, this is an increase of 16.66. 7 to 8 कम हो जाएगा. 8 to 10, this is a 25. 10 to 10, no change. ठीक है, ये भी नहीं होगा आंसर. If I look at Q, 125 to 140, they both are in the table of 5. So this is going to be 25 and this is going to be 28. So this is an increase of 3 over 25, which is just mere 12%. 140 has become 180. So that's an increase of 2 by 7, right? 2 by 7. So 2 by 7, इसको मैं 2 ले लेता हूँ, इसको 7 ले लेता हूँ. नहीं, इसको 7 लेना पड़ेगा और ये 8 हो जाएगा. So this is going to be 7, this is going to be 9. So 7 has become 9. 20 से डिवाइड कर लिया. 7 has become 9. There is an increase of 2 by 7. Now 1 by 7 is 14. 2 by 7 is 28.56. So 28.56. अभी तक highest ये चल रहा है. 180 has become 210. So that's an increase of 30 over 180. 1/6, 16.66. ये भी है. We need to find the highest ना. तो ये सब तो नहीं होंगे. 150 has become 160. This is very less. 160 has become 180. This is again less. 180 has become 200. ये भी कम है. 200 has become 240. Now this might be a lot. Check करना पड़ेगा. I'll divide entire by 40. So this has become 5. This has become 6. 5, 6 हो रहा है तो ये actually 20% है. So actually this is not the highest. Okay, next 100 has become 120. This is 1/5 increase. So 20% again. 120 has become 140. 1/6 increase. 140 has become 170. Okay. 140, 180 का चेंज ज्यादा था तो 140, 170 तो नहीं होगा. 170, 180 नहीं होगा. So the highest happens to be at only one place, which is for Q, and that is in the year 2016-17. ठीक है. Next, it was discovered later that one of the companies misreported its revenue of one of the years. Which company, which year? नहीं पता. If the misreported revenue is replaced by the correct revenue, the revenues of that company over the 5-year period will be in an arithmetic progression. The company that misreported its revenue was. ठीक है. So 150, 175, 200 चल रहा है. AP में है, right? 25, 25. 200, 250 की जगह if I write 225, will it become an AP? Yes, it will. So P is that. जैसे ही P आ गया, तो A can't be our answer. Okay, what is this? F, G. Okay. So the moment we get P as the answer, A can't be our answer, D can't be our answer. Now we have to check R or S में से एक. So let's do one thing. Let's check S पहले. So S में this is 100, 120, 140. 20 बढ़ रहा है. Now instead of this 170, if this is going to be 160, this will become an AP, right? So S also makes sense. The moment S also makes sense, तो C नहीं हो सकता, A नहीं हो सकता, B हो जाएगा. If you have to be a little confident, check this. 150, 160, 180, 200, 240. So either 10 का increase and another 20 का increase. So इसको अगर 140 कर देंगे, this will be an AP, but then last term will have an issue. और अगर last वाले को 220 कर देंगे, then the first number 150 will not let the entire series be in an AP. तो R नहीं होगा. Right? Next one. During the period from 2014 to 2015, Okay, the year that is not given and the first year 2015. The revenue increased by 25% for 3 of the companies and 50% for the remaining company. The total increase in revenue for all 4 companies put together was rupees 125 lakhs. So which of the following cannot be true? Okay. So if I talk about the year 2014, whatever was the revenue for P, there was an increase of 25% for 3 and 50% for the 4th. So see, 25% increase का मतलब होता है 1/4 increase होना, and which is another way of saying 5/4 times 1. And 50% increase means an increase of half, which becomes 3/2 times. Now, if you want the overall value to be 125 lakhs, right? So it's an integer. Now, if suppose I have a number, let's say 33. 33 का 5/4 करोगे point में. And that also is going to be 0.25 or 0.5 or 0.75. Right? And instead of 33, had this been 32, तो ये point में नहीं होगा. So it all depends on the number that you are multiplying it with 5/4, whether that is a number in the table of 4 or not. अगर 4 के table में है तो point में नहीं होगा, और अगर 4 के table में नहीं है तो point होगा. Same thing goes over here. If a number is even, when you multiply it by 3/2, it will not give you any answer in point. But if it is not even, as in if it is an odd, तो point में आएगा. तो हमें इसका थोड़ा ध्यान रखते हुए चलना. So can we think of a number? इसमें 50% increase हो रहा है ना. तो let's say P is that particular company जिधर में 50% increase is going to happen. पहला वाला scenario. ठीक है, तो मैं एक काम करता हूं, मैं ले लेता हूं PQRS. I am assuming that P is going to increase by 50%, while the other 3 they are going to increase by 25% each. Okay, if that is going to happen, 50% का increase for P would mean it was 150 in the year 2014. 125 हुआ है तो ये 100 हो जाएगा, ये 150 है. किस नंबर का 25% इंक्रीज करेंगे तो 150 चला जाएगा? 120 का. एंड दिस इज 25% इंक्रीज अगेन, तो किसका 1/4 हो जाएगा? ये 80 का हो जाएगा. राइट? और यू कैन डू वाइस वर्सा. 100 का 4/5 टाइम्स, 150 का 4/5 टाइम्स, 125 का 4/5 टाइम्स. सेम थिंग. सो 152, सॉरी, दिस वाज 100 ना. So 100 to 150, there is an increase of 50. 100 to 125, increase of 25. 120 to 150, increase of 30. 80 to 100, increase of 20. Total कितने का increase दिख रहा है हमें? So 50 plus 50, 100, 125 का increase है, which matches. Right? Can we have more possibility? Yes, we can have more possibility. पर अभी तक जितना कर रहा है उससे ही let's figure out कौन सा work करेगा. So anything that is true here, because question says cannot be true, वो तो नहीं answer. Okay. So the first one says the 2014 revenues of P&R cannot be determined uniquely. Maybe, may not be. वैसे अगर ध्यान दिया जाए ना तो P&R के values तो same है. So actually what can happen is we can have a 50% increase of R while 25% increase of P, Q and S as well. Because 2015, if the value is same, what will happen is just the interchange between these two will happen और हमारे पास overall change जो है वो रहेगा तो उतना ही 125 का, right? So this is actually true. We can't uniquely determine 50% कौन सा है, 25% कौन सा है between P and R, right? Between P and R. Now, from 2014 to 2015, the increases in revenue of at least 2 companies were same. The increases in revenue for at least 2 companies were same. Right now, we do not see कि 2 company का same है कि नहीं. We'll have to check other possibilities. So we are not sure. 2014 to 2015, the revenues of P&R increased by different amounts. They may not. हो सकता है दोनों 25% से बढ़ा हो, 50% से कुछ और बढ़ा हो. But if I take 50% का increase in any of the remaining, it is going to give us in point. Or 25% का increase if I take, it is not going to be in point. Okay, this is definitely true. मतलब मैं टिक कर रहा हूं, मतलब कि ये सारे ट्रू हैं. ठीक है, मैं इसको यहाँ टी लिख देता हूँ, एक काम करता हूँ. These are true. Why this C statement is true? Because from 2014 to 2015, if you look at P&R, they have the same final value. और 50% के लेग का increase हो सकता है, right? So either P will increase by 50% or R will increase by 50%. ये केस हम देख चुके हैं. What if they both increase by 25% and 50% increase is from Q or S? If I take 50% increase from Q, then Q is supposed to be in point. And the 25% increase of S, it's not going to be in point. The sum of increases will not be 125, but something in point. क्योंकि Q अकेला point में. Instead of Q being 50%, now if I take S being 50%, तो किस number का 50% if you increase, it turns out to be 100. 66.66. But 25% increase of Q from 2014 to 2015, that will not be in point. क्योंकि वो अभी दिख रहा है 100 से 125 हुआ है. So out of the four values, only S का increase will be in point, so that the sum of increases will also be in point. तो ये हमारा ये 125 नहीं बनेगा फिर. So as in P और R can only be in 50% while Q and S can never be. So यही दो possibilities है. So if we go with that, from 2014 to 2015, the increases in revenues for at least two companies were same. This is never going to happen, right? क्योंकि जो आपको चेंजेस दिख रहे हैं वो चेंजेस एक 20 आएगा, एक 25 आएगा, एक 30 आएगा और एक 50 आएगा. यही चार चेंजेस आएंगे, जिसमें से 25 and 20 these are fixed. 30 and 50 they will interchange depending upon 50% changes happening on P or R from 2014. तो ये तो अलग अलग वैल्यूज ही रहेंगे. So two companies will never have. So B becomes our answer. If you want to be a little more confident, you can check the remaining options. The company that experienced the 50% increase in revenue also increased the maximum increase in revenue in absolute terms. True, 50 highest number. The revenue of Q in 2014 was same as the revenue of R in 2015. 2015 में कितना increase हुआ है? Sorry. 2014 की बात हो रही है. Revenue of Q and R will be same. Revenue of Q and R may be same, may not be same, right? So they are asking us definitely false. This is not definitely false. This is half true, half false. So एक ही option बचता है B, which is not going to be true. This is like definitely false, right? So that's all for today. You can see that the questions are, very, very logical. They do not require a lot of calculation. And even if the calculation is going to be asked, it's going to be very, very simple calculations. You should be very good with percentage calculations. कितना 2/7 होता है, 11/15 होता है, 7/16 होता है, ये सब बहुत क्विक होना चाहिए. अगर क्विक नहीं है तो टाइम बहुत वेस्ट होता है. XAT itself is a very, very low scoring exam, right? Because the questions are not easy. They require a lot of application. Formula based नहीं होता है. तो टाइम तो ऐसे ही लगता है सोचने में, है ना? Okay, so anyone who is targeting CAT 2023, you can enroll in our comprehensive program in which you get a CAT tablet. So you get more than 300 hours of, 130 hours of, exam prep sessions. Live classroom sessions happen, which are taken by the top faculties pan-India. Mock tests, more than 70 mock tests are provided to you related to CAT as well as non-CAT. Around 10,000 questions are given in your practice tests and mock tests included, right? Video solutions and attempts are also given to you. Okay, recorded lectures will be there. So all the lectures will be available to you, so you can watch them anytime. The study notes, the PDFs that the faculties write, you can access them. You are also helped with your GDPI and VAT preparation, and you'll be given books for the preparation of VRC, LRDI and QA. So proper offline में पढ़ना है तो books आप solve कर सकते हो. So you can download our app for free. You can register for free. You can watch videos for free. And if you are really interested, you can get in touch with our counselors with the click of a button. So the link of the app is given in the description below. Also, we are going to have our Snap Test 1 exam analysis. It's going to happen on 10th December, 6 p.m. We are going to discuss the exam pattern, the section-wise analysis, difficulty level, good attempts, and we'll also discuss some questions. It's going to be taken by Mr. Srinivas. And the last lab to IFT 2023, it happens every day. Okay, it's going to happen every day. ठीक है, ये केवल IFT बेस्ड सेशन है. अभी तक IFT और स्नैप दोनों का मिक्स हो रहा था. अभी केवल IFT बेस्ड सेशन. So the entire revision is going to happen in the next 7 days. It will start from tomorrow, every day at 7 p.m. from 10 to 17th. Okay. So make sure that you subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get the notification. XAT 2023 All India Open Mock has been declared. It will start from 14th of December to 23rd December. So make sure that you register. The score, the analysis will help you decode and understand the strategy, okay, for the exam, for the XAT exam. It's very important. Just like we floated 4 open mock for CAT, this one is for XAT. This is very important. You will be given the video solutions, which will help you understand how the faculties or how the expert faculties they are thinking and how are they solving, what goes through their mind while they look at a question. You will also be able to evaluate your strengths and weaknesses, and you will be able to develop your exam strategy. Okay, so make sure you register now. You can register this open mock on our app. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe the YouTube channel. Do follow us on Instagram and Facebook. If you have any doubts, so you can join our Telegram channel, which is BYJU'S MBA Doubts is the name of the channel, and you can download our app. It's given in the description below. Thank you. That's all from my side. I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.